Let's make school cake.
Oh shit.
Hello there, welcome to week 4 of the Great British Bake Off Technical Challenge. It's school week, hence the tie, hence the shirt. I'm kind of looking like an Asian version of Hermione, but we digress. Good morning, Miss Hammond. Because it's school week, we're making school cakes. Kind of exciting, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I love school cake so badly. We're gonna wait for the school bell to hear our challenge today. But in the meantime, I just wanna talk about nostalgic school pudding. Who remembers chocolate custard, pink custard, roly-poly, spotted dick, depending on your time. Also depends on when Jamie Oliver came in. Who remembers the chocolate cake? Oh, that's the bell. Okay, cool. All the messages I'm gonna leave on the screen here, just so that you guys can have a look as well. Welcome to the next Bake Off Technical Challenge. Straighten that tie. Ooh. It's back to school week, and today you're gonna need to make 16 perfectly identical school cakes. Okay, I'm really excited now. Now, if you think you're going straight to the top class, think again, there's a twist. Perhaps to put a lot of elbow grease, because everything needs to be made from scratch by hand without the convenience of modern technology or equipment. Mess up and you can see me in detention after a class. You have 2 hours to complete this assignment. Ready, steady, bake. Okay, that's so cool. I love it. So I'm gonna leave all the ingredients and the measurements down below for you guys to try. Don't worry, you can use equipment and everything. I won't be today. Let's get going.
Let's start the assignment, but first we need to crack some eggs. Multiple eggs, and I'm not going to lie to you, there was a lot of eggs in this one recipe. And then the assortment of battling with the butter and sugar and creaming it by hand. Who would ever thought that I would be doing PE right now?
It's like having a workout.
This is what I used to do as a kid, because I'm as weak as I am as I was a kid. This is a lot of butter. 400 grams of butter is crazy amount. God.
Now, it's not like butter and sugar to be a team player, so I did have some split batter, but a little bit of flour would sort this out later on. Now, I added all the eggs and then the vanilla, baking powder, and a tablespoon of flour each time whilst whisking it. Now, because it's using plain flour, the density of the cake is going to be much more than raising flour or self-raising flour. So just make sure you add it a tablespoon at a time. I did add some milk, which is not in the recipe, but I do recommend it. It's a very stiff batter, which can cause a much denser sort of cake texture. Now, this is just a preference thing, but I gave it an extra 5 minutes whip, which is extremely tedious and tiresome, so I'm hoping that you're using a mix or something. Now we're going to spoon it into the square or rectangular tin. We're going to be making 16 perfectly sized cake, so just spread it evenly and then give it a tap so that it can even out and also knock out any unnecessary air bubbles, and into the oven for 180 for around about 45 minutes. It's a bit of a long bake, this one. Let's make a proper dinner lady icing. This is the thick white icing that you normally get on the buns and stuff like that. It's essentially a large amount of sugar, all the measurements are down below, and only a couple tablespoons of water. And it's a very thick and quite tough mix.
Absolutely no way did that just happen to my spoon. I was just mixing the sugar. Oh no, can I bend it back? Oh, it broke the spoon. No way. Can you guys see? It broke the spoon. The sugar broke the spoon. Oh shit. Guys, it's not even a magic trick. Guys, look.
So I got a little bit worried here because the cake started to brown more than I'd like, so I just gave it a quick test. Now, this is around about the 35-minute marker. You might realise that you have to go a little bit longer.
I'm not done yet. Okay.
So the sugar, once you get to mix it all and not break a tablespoon, you should get this sort of thick smoothness. It should spread but not too much, and a good test is basically dropping it.
Okay, so nothing screams nostalgia more than Angel Delight. Maybe for some, maybe not, but this is literally my childhood, and all it takes is 300 ml of milk to make it. Whoa, I haven't seen one of these for ages. And you can win something. There's a fantastical prize to win from a roll doll sitch. Oh, so entries, blah blah blah. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I won't get it anyway, but point is, we're gonna make it. Oh my god, it smells the same. Oh, it smells all artificial. It looks it as well. Despite it says no artificial flavors, colors, and no added preservative. It's still artificial, bro. Ooh. Okay, we're still waiting for the cake. So I'm gonna give the try of the Angel Delight. It's a little bit watery because I just gave up on whisking. I don't know what to say. I think as an adult, this is gonna sound so bonkers. As an adult, I genuinely hate this taste. But it is nostalgic in the way of that fake strawberry taste. It tastes like that Nesquik strawberry powder that you used to put in your milk, or the straw that you used to have. That's what it tastes like. Genuinely, not worth it. But down memory lane, it makes me smile, obviously. But as an adult, I genuinely hate it.
Speaking of nostalgia, we're going to make the pre-mix to the custard. So that's just the sugar, cornstarch, vanilla, and the egg yolks. And you can just let this sit. And we're going to add this into the hot milk that we'll be tempering later on.
Yo! Woo! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's too pretty. That's too pretty. Oh. It smells so much like school right now. That's unreal.
Finally, we're nearly close to the conclusion, but I let the cake cool down for 20 minutes before adding the icing. The trick here is to make sure that the cake is not too cold, because you want the icing to smooth out and spread. So you'll see it slowly spreading on its own. It just cuts your work out, but also it helps with the shiny gloss that you should get with the icing. This should be the way it should look. Now, I am cheating. I'm not making the sprinkles. Please don't comment about that. I did not want to waste more products to make a rubbish sprinkle. And this looks absolutely divine and delicious using these sprinkles.
It looks so good. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Remember, ties away when you're using Bunsen burner. Just my luck, I swear.
Finally, we're gonna get to the custard. I'm gonna heat up the milk. This is whole milk. You can also use semi-skim or oat milk if you're depending if you're vegan or whatever. Whilst I'm heating the milk up, I'm going to divide the cake up into 16 perfect pieces, and of course the ruler came out to make sure that it's perfectly accurate and close to the 16 mark. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, make sure you clean your knife each time you cut into it. I did have some resistance, especially with the icing. A little bit annoying, but it does happen. Now, going back to the custard, honestly, the pre-mix that we made earlier, just temper it with some hot milk so the temperature of the pre-mix is close to the milk that you're heating up. Now, once you've done that, you can combine them together and the custard should thicken on its own. It should take around about 2 minutes to do so, and you should form ribbons of custard, and that's how you know you've made a really good thick custard. Now, depending how thick you want it determines the cornstarch as well.
Okay, I'm so excited to show you guys how pretty these are. I can't believe we're making school cake. I can't believe it's the 4th week and school cake is the easiest it's been. The first 3 weeks, I feel like just somewhere went wrong. I'm not saying this week was perfect. The timing was a little bit questionable because you had to make your sprinkles and I cheated. That's the only way I managed to get everything done without killing myself. But I just want to show you something first. Look at how thick the middle piece is. Like, she's a thickie. She is thick. Can I just say something? 4 teaspoons? 4? We needed 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, plain flour is notoriously known to be very stubborn to rise, but they rose. Oh, they stood attention today. A star all around. I'm so happy. And also making the custard was very nostalgic. It was a typical British recipe for custard, and it reminds me of when I make the bird's custard. Let me show you. It's such a nostalgic, old-fashioned branding as well. Who remember these? I don't know if anyone uses this anymore. I do. They're great. Bit of sugar, bit of pink powder, and milk. That is it. So nostalgic, so fun. Oh my god, I love this so much. Anyway, before we can even dig in, before we can have any, we need to get the custard on top. So let's make a plate. Okay, I've dug in. I have had a taste of this already, but this is my genuine reaction because it's so good. The custard is so thick. Now, depending on, it's like gravy. You're either a thick custard person or a thin custard, just like gravy. Thick gravy or thin gravy. You let me know in the comments down below, but I'm a thick gravy girl. And that equally, wow, that does taste like school. Equally so, I'm a thick custard girl as well. Yo. There's nothing to say. I have no words except I hope you guys make this. The ingredients are down below, so please check that out. Thank you for watching. If you've come this far, please leave a school emoji down below. So any school emojis, teachers, students, books, whatever. So let me know that you've come this far. Next week is chocolate week. I'm kind of scared and I'm kind of hesitant, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because it has to be better than sugar. I hate sugar work. This week's one was so straightforward compared to last week. I did make one mistake. I didn't make the sprinkles, but everything else went well. So I'm going to give this recipe probably an 8 to 9 out of 10 because I did so well. But I'm also pleased with the results. School cake is super nostalgic for most British kids. If you guys haven't had it, and I'm pretty sure it's nostalgic for other people in other countries as well, let me know down in the comments if that's true. I'm going to love you, leave you. Thank you for watching. Should I be wearing tie and shirt a lot more? Oh, I look kind of sexy.